Hi, this is Blockchain. Welcome to another episode of this Sui Move Smart Contract Development Series. Today, I'm going to be talking about constants. So, just like every other languages like JavaScript, we have our constants. So, constants are immutable values that are defined at a modular level. So, these are values that cannot be changed throughout your code. So, um, before then, let's head over to our VS Code and let me give you an instance where you might need constants. So now, let me just create a smart contacts and let me create a stocks. So first of all, let me create an item stocked. So this stock is going to be an item. It has the capabilities an object. So I'm going to give it an ID. I'm going to type UID. Then I'm going to create a last stocked, which is going to be a box. So this box is going to hold the item. So let me call it box. Let me give it a key and store ability. The ID is going to be of type UID. Then the item is going to hold items, which is going to be a vector of items, vector of item. Then we have to give our item also a store ability. So after that, let me write a function. And this function will be to create a box. Let me call it create box. We're going to take a partial context. And that's going to be immutable reference. So let's create our box. Then going to be an ID objects new. They have to question as CTX here. Then items, which is going to be of an empty vector. So vector empty of type item. Then we're going to publicly share the box. So transfer going to be public share objects, and you're going to be sharing box. So after that, let me create another function, and for this function we're going to create an item. So first of all, to create an item, we're going to be creating an item and we're going to be putting it in the box. So we're going to take in a box and we're passing in immutable reference of the box. Because we're going to be adding this to the box, then we're going to take in interaction context. And also that's going to be immutable reference. Okay, so now before creating this, mention this function, let me explain what I want to do. So first of all, I want to be able to create a box, and a box should be able to hold items, and the box should not hold more than a certain number of items. So, and also I only want a particular address to create the box. So first of all, let me write the code to create the box. Sorry, the item. So now I'm going to be objects new. Then after that, we're going to be putting the item in a box. It will be box.item.pushback. I'm going to put in the item. So now, before this, starting this, we want to do, first of all, we want to make sure that an item only holds a specific number of items. So first of all, let me use an assets. Let me use the assets keyword. So I could say box dot items dot length should be always be less than a certain number. Let me make it 3. And if it is not, let me let me take an error of zero, of code zero. So let me explain where you need constants now. Something like this now, you might want to make it a constant because these are values that you don't want to change. And it's better you use variable because sometimes you might want to use it over and over again. So you can just make it a constant to avoid it being changed. So since we always want to make this number constant, we can come up here and define constants. Mind you, you can't define constants here in your functions. The right place to define a constant is up at the module level. So first of all, I can come and define my constant value, which is our max. And mind you, when naming constant, they have like a convention. First of all, if it's going to be like a number for something, like here I can come and say max number. So if you look at it now, I use everything as capital letter and to like join two words together, we can't just give space. Sorry. We can't just give space. I had to use an underscore. So this is the right way to write a constant. Then we have to give the data type, since we have type U64. Then I'm going to say my mass constant is, let's say, 3 items. Then I can copy this and come over here again and just use these constants. So that's the first way of using constants. So right now we're only making sure that we cannot create more than one item more than 3 items for a particular box. So a lab case to give us many items for our error codes. So now right now, if you look at it, I'm using 0 for our error code. So most times in your smart contracts, you might want to use the same error codes over and over in like different places. Maybe you have a lab function to maybe remove item or destroy item. I want to use that same error code. Instead of you writing 0 so many times or the error code so many times, you won't have to like define it as a constant here. Like it's at a modular level. So definitely every function can access it. So there's whatever function, constants. It always sticks to a module. So I can't use this constant number in another module. It would not work. It sticks to this module. So it's only for this particular module. So for my error code again, let me come. Okay. Let me come here and let me define my error code. So to define an error code, as a constant, you have to start with the E. Then I can say E. Then I can say error max item. So if you look at the way I got my error code, I started with a capital letter E, then continued with another capital letter to define the error, and also instead of using underscore this time, I just use capital letter to like differentiate it. So now I can give it a type. So most times the error codes are going to be of type U64. Then I'm going to give it an error code of 0. So I can use this error code over and over again. So right now I can come over here and put in E max item, put in the error code here. So that's for the first one. Another thing I might want to do again is to make sure that it's only an admin that creates an item. So it's only a particular address that creates an item. So I can come here and use the last assert keyword and say assert then I can say ctx dot sender must always be equal to a particular address. So right now I can come up here and define my address again as a constant since it's going to be an admin and that address is not going to change. Just like I said, these constants are values that would never change. So let me come here and define that again. So I can call this admin. Then it's going to be of type address. So then I can just give it a domain address of like 0xa. Just leave it like then I can copy this and paste it and make sure that my sender is always equal to this address. Then I have to give it an error code. So I cannot give it an error code of, let's say, 2. But just like I said, defining error code, the best way of doing it is to use a constant just because you might want to use them over and over again. This smart contract is short, so there are times here writing like long smart contracts, and you might want to use these error codes again. So I can come here and define another constant, and I can say e not admin, and this is going to be of type x64 again. And at this time I can give it an error code of 1. So anytime this smart contract fails, we would know that that's the reason. So I think after that again, there is something we can do. So we can also define error codes in certain way. This is not the way to define error codes. So the best way of defining error codes again, doing this that way. So now instead of using this way to define an error code, let me use this other way. So can come here and put an hashtag. Then I'll write error. Then I'll say const e max item again. This time I'm going to make it a vector of u8. Vector of u8. Then I would say something like, not really be at the beginning. I would say maximum number of items. I think now this error has more description than this. So I can come here, I can just comment this out. Then I can come again and define my second error here. Then going to be a constant again. I'll call this e not admin, and this time it's going to be of vector u8. That means it's going to be bytes. So come here and put b. Then I can come here and say address has no access. I think this is more detailed than just this error code here. So this is the second way to define error. So most times you do them bits constants. So I can come here and write a third function. Okay, let me just leave that for now. You can just do that yourself, like maybe get an item out of a box and send it to user. So anybody can actually access the item in a box. Or let me just do it. I can say public fun get item. Well, this point, let me just take in the box. Then it's going to pass in immutable reference of the box. And also partial context. Then this time to get the item out of the box, and say let's item equal to box dot items dot pop back. Let's pop back to get an item from a box. Then I would want to transfer public transfer. I want to transfer it now to a user. So I'll transfer the item to the sender. So now because this box is a shared object, anybody can access it, but I only want a specific address to be an admin that will create items and add to the box. So one thing again, we might have to have some security checks to make sure that the function asserts in case the box is empty, so that the user does not wake the gas fees and the user knows that there's nothing in the box. So I would say, and I'll come here and say assert box dot items dot length should be greater than 0. If not, should give me a lot error, and I can make this it be 2. But let me just make it 3. To fill righteousness again, let me come here and make that a constant. So I can say E empty box needs to be of type U64, and I can give it an error code of 2. So I can still comment it out again if I don't want to use this, and I can use another way to do that. So say error, then I'll come and define it here again. E empty box needs to be of vector U8 again, and I can say something like the box is empty. So that's it. Copy it again and change it over here. So that's it for constants. So first of all, constants are immutable. You should take note of that. They cannot be used in another module. They can only be used in the same module, and they are defined so that you can use them over and over again. And they have rules for defining constant. For errors, this is how you write your error constants. For variables you might want to use over again, this is how you do them. So always make sure to follow the conventions and the rules. So now let me deploy my smart contracts. Before that, let me build the package to make sure that there are no errors and there are no errors. So we successfully build the package. Let me publish it. So now the smart contract has been published successfully. Let me get the package ID. Let me come here to call our first function, which is create a box. So let me execute it. So we successfully created a box. Let me copy the object ID. So this is it. First of all, I want to call this function because right now the box is empty. So I want to call this function to see what's happening on our error codes. So let me call this get item, then put in our box. So right now, if you look at it now, it says the box is empty. So this is what we defined here. Well, if we had just put in the error codes, we have just displayed 1 or 2 or like 3, just the error code, that we might not have known what is happening. But with this now, we don't have to come back to our codes to check the error codes and see what it means. Here like this now, it's very easy to see. Okay, the error code is the box is empty. So that's it for this tutorial video on constants. So I advise you go play with it. I'll drop a link to these codes in this tutorial video. Try to deploy the smart contracts, try to add more functions to it, play with it, create more items, say limits, play with constants, so that you would be familiar with it. But it's not something that's hard. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial video. If you have any questions or any suggestions, you can drop them on the comment section or feel free to DM me. My Telegram handles, my social media handles will be on the description below. Thank you very much.